The path of high-frequency leadership is not a method. It is not a strategy. It is not a set of techniques or tools. It is a state of consciousness that expresses itself through you, through your presence, your awareness, your integrity, your coherence, and your way of moving through the world. This path does not ask you to perform leadership. It asks you to become the kind of human being whose presence naturally leads. You do not lead through force. You lead through frequency. You do not influence others by directing them, convincing them, or pulling them toward your ideas. You influence by standing in your truth so fully that others remember theirs. This is the highest expression of leadership, leadership without ego, without distortion, without performance. Leadership becomes a natural consequence of your state of being. When your nervous system is regulated, others regulate. When your presence is grounded, others stabilize. When your awareness is clear, others find clarity. You become the tuning fork for the environments you enter. This is not mystical. It is the biology of consciousness. The nervous system entrains to coherence. When you embody coherence, you lead even in silence. And as you integrate this level of consciousness, the outer forms of your life begin to shift. You stop making choices from fear. You stop pursuing goals from insecurity. You stop attaching identity to outcomes. You begin to create from truth. You begin to act from alignment. You begin to serve from overflow. Your inner world and outer world become one field. And this is the real transformation. Life stops being something that happens to you. It becomes something you create through the frequency you embody. You no longer chase purpose. You express purpose. You no longer seek impact. You generate impact. You no longer try to lead. You are leadership. This is why the transcendent state is the most effective form of leadership. It is leadership through resonance. People rise in your presence. People think more clearly around you. People regulate simply by being in your field. This is not something you try to create. It is something that emerges when you stop resisting the truth of who you are. You release the identity that was built on fear, comparison, and performance. You return to your natural state, presence. As presence stabilizes, your leadership matures. You no longer oscillate between insecurity and confidence. You no longer search for external validation. You no longer measure yourself against others. You become internally referenced. And this is what allows leadership to become effortless. You do not push. You do not perform. You do not strive. You align. And alignment does the work. When you integrate the transcendent state, your contribution expands not through effort, but through coherence. Your creativity becomes effortless. Your clarity becomes constant. Your impact becomes inevitable. You become a stabilizing force in the lives of others, a point of light, a point of truth, a point of coherence. And this is the real work of high-frequency leadership, to become a human being whose very presence elevates the world. You do not accomplish this through force. You accomplish it by embodying your highest consciousness. And as you embody it, others rise. This is high-frequency leadership, leadership that does not dominate, but liberates.